It's hard to know what's the worst part hearing about last week's Florida shootings. Feeling helpless about the senseless waste of young lives, or the fear that such wanton acts of violence are becoming part of a new normal. Either way, we have to keep asking ourselves the same question, no matter how much contention it raises. What can we realistically do to protect against this happening again? We also have to ask ourselves how to retain our sense of horror as these stories become more frequent and more familiar. What we should not be doing is pointing fingers. Yes, it is reasonable to assert that President Trump's coarse and combative style has accelerated the country's descent into incivility. But it is dangerously distortive to hold him personally responsible for this latest atrocity. Douglas High School marks the 11th school shooting in 13 years. The first 5 of those happened when Barack Obama was president, including Sandy Hook, the second most violent school attack on record. But that wasn't Mr. Obama's fault, any more than this latest attack is the fault of Mr. Trump. There are many systemic causes that contribute to the disaffection of young people and the bitterness that turns into violence. We could point to the breakdown of the family, of traditional values, of personal discipline and responsibility. We could blame the entertainment industry, which romanticizes violence, or social media that causes people to feel disconnected even while it claims to bring them together. But it's hard to see what any of us is able or willing to do to change our culture. It's easier to point fingers and demand quick fixes than it is to begin the hard work of addressing what we can do about the root causes of social discontent. King Solomon says, "An anxious heart weighs a man down, but a good word fills him with joy." Perhaps it's the cold wind of acrimony, partisanship, and cynicism that has led to this winter of our discontent. But we don't have to indulge a self-deceiving or Pollyanna view of the world in order to look for the best in others, or to count our blessings rather than curse our fortunes. Since we have to start somewhere, let's start by committing ourselves to greet every person we meet with a smile, with a pleasant word, and with the open hand of goodwill. Have you had an experience recently reaching out to someone with a gesture of goodwill, or when someone reached out to you? Tell us about it in the comments section. Please like or share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm Jonathan Goldson. See you next time.